Namaste, कैसे हैं आप? I will cover all the tenses in separate video lessons, but today I am going to give you a master lesson on tenses. As we all know, helping verbs play a very important role in deciding the tense of any sentence. So this is the chart I made for you to learn helping verbs. We have English verbs on the left and their corresponding Hindi verbs are written on the right. In this video, I am going to teach you how to use them. But before that, let me teach you how to read them. It will take just a minute or so. If you already know how to pronounce them, then skip this part and jump forward a little in this video. ता है, ती है, ते हैं, ती हैं, ता हूँ, ती हूँ, ते हो, ती हो, रहा, रही, रहे, हूँ, हो, है, हैं, था, थी, थे, थीं. Now here, these words are similarly pronounced as these words. And these words are also same as these. And because these are the same words, so I have written their pronunciation one time here. Okay, so that's how we read them. चुका है, चुकी है, चुके हैं. चुका था, चुकी थी, चुके थे. गा, गी, गे. होगा, होगी, होंगे, होंगी. चुका होगा, चुकी होगी, चुके होंगे, चुकी होंगी. Now you are seeing these green boxes here. This means that you need to choose one of these options depending on the subject of the sentence. I made a separate video on how subject influences helping verb. Please do see that. I summarized everything for you beautifully there, so it will be very easy for you to remember. I will provide the link in the description. Now one more thing you need to know, that whenever you see ing with any verb, like we see in the case of is, am, are, was, were and will be, shall be. So to make Hindi sentence, you need to add raha, rahi or rahe after the verb. Don't worry, I'll teach you soon how. Like in English, verb has different forms in Hindi as well. For example, eat, ate, eaten. Same way in Hindi, we have these suffixes which we add at the end of the root form of the verb, so the verb acts according to the tense. Let's understand it with two examples. Eat means kha, laugh means has. Now we also need to choose our subject for the sentences we want to make, because we know that subject also influences the verb. So here I am going to take third person singular male. He means vah as the subject. And because our subject is vah, male, so we need to take these suffixes for our verbs. To understand why we are taking these suffixes, please see my video how subject influences the verb. The link is given in the description. Also for this video, I am assuming you all know English tenses already. So we are not going to cover what tenses are, but we will learn how these verbs will change with the tense. Let's start. We have two simple present tense verbs here, eats and laughs. So you added ta hai to the verbs. Khata hai, hasta hai. So the sentences are vah khata hai, vah hasta hai. Now for the simple past tense, pronouns also change a little when we have sakarma kriya, that is transitive verb that needs an object. I have uploaded a detailed video on sakarma kriya transitive verbs. Please see that. I have not taken any object here in these examples because we want to observe how the verb is changing with the tense. So for sakarma kriya, transitive verbs in the simple past tense, our pronoun vah becomes usne, tum, tumne, ve, unhone, main, maine, hum, humne. Now let's get back here. Ate and laughed. Simple past tense. So you will add either ya or a ki matra to it. Now if the verb is already having a ki matra, then you will add ya after the verb. Otherwise a ki matra. That's why kha becomes khaya and has becomes hasa. So the sentences are usne khaya, vah hasa. Now present continuous tense, is eating, is laughing. And I told you whenever you have ing with the verb, you need to write raha after the verb in Hindi sentence. As we are using is and ing, so our suffixes will be raha and hai. So is eating means खा रहा है, is laughing is हंस रहा है, वह खा रहा है, वह हंस रहा है. Now past continuous tense, was eating, was laughing. So our suffixes will be रहा था, वह खा रहा था, वह हंस रहा था. Present perfect tense now. Has eaten, has laughed. So we will write चुका है after the verb. वह खा चुका है, वह हंस चुका है. Now past perfect tense. Had eaten, had laughed. So we will write चुका था after the verb. So वह खा चुका था, वह हंस चुका था. Simple future tense. Will eat, will laugh. So, for our suffixes for the verb, we need to choose from one of these options, plus ga. Now, if your verb is having a matra, you cannot write another matra on top of it. Like here, kha is having a ki matra in it, right? So, you cannot write a ki matra, so you need to choose a, and your word will be kha, e, ga, khaega. And for has, we do not have any matra on the last word, so we will write a ki matra on it, and our word will be hasega. Vah khaega, vah hasega. Now, future continuous tense. Will be eating, will be laughing. ing in the verb. So we will write raha after the verb. Kha raha, has raha. And our sentence will end with hoga. So, वह खा रहा होगा, वह हंस रहा होगा. Now future perfect tense will have eaten, will have laughed. So after the verb we need to write चुका होगा. Our sentences will end with चुका होगा because our subject is he. वह खा चुका होगा, वह हंस चुका होगा. Now there are two more things you should know. Number one is in perfect continuous tense, in which we use has been, have been, had been, etc. So, in these tenses, we use since or for to indicate time. To do this in Hindi, we use say after the word or phrase which indicates time in the sentence. For example, since morning, for 2 days. Now, morning means subah in Hindi. To means do and day means then. Now in this example, morning is the word which is indicating time. So we write say after this word. Subah say. Now in this example, for 2 days, 2 days is the phrase which is indicating time. Means do then. So we write say after this and say do then say. Let's take one example. He has been doing his work since morning. Now, how do we write this sentence in Hindi? Remember that the sentence structure in Hindi is subject, object and verb. His means apna because the subject is he here. So, we will take apna as the meaning. Work means काम and do with ing means kar raha. So, we write subha se since morning between subject and object and the sentence is वह सुबह से अपना काम कर रहा है. Now if we change this has to had, then our helping verb in Hindi will change from है to था. वह सुबह से अपना काम कर रहा था. And if the sentence would be he will have been doing, then in Hindi helping verb will become कर रहा होगा. Okay. So second thing you need to know is this. You have learned that for these helping verbs we use chuka with little variations according to the subject. But sometimes we also use liya or li. We treat liya as masculine gender. So after liya comes hai, tha or hoga, present, past and future. And we treat li as feminine gender. So after li comes hai, thi or hogi, present, past or future. So whenever for these helping verbs we have liya or li in the sentence, it can end with liya hai, liya tha, liya hoga, li hai, li thi, li hogi. Now these are some examples. He has eaten food. Now for this sentence, वह खाना खा चुका है और उसने खाना खा लिया है both have same meaning. These both sentences convey the same meaning that he has eaten food. Same way for this example, I have taken medicine. In Hindi we can say मैं दवाई ले चुका हूँ और मैंने दवाई ले ली है. Both means the same thing that I have taken medicine. Now khana is masculine, so we used liya hai, and dawai is feminine, so we used li hai. Also for liya and li, the pronoun became from vah to usne and main to maine, just like we learned in simple past tense. So I hope now you know how to use this chart. Tell me, isn't it easy? That's all for this lesson. Remember, the key to learn any language is practice. So keep practicing and you will be fluent in it soon. Goodbye and take care.